The clock radio clicks on at 6:52 a.m. Sheryl Crow's All I Wanna Do plays softly, already midway through the song. It's the same station she listens to every morning, the same song that seems to follow her everywhere this summer. She reaches out and presses the snooze button once, then again. Today is a weekday in mid-July, 1995, and she's opening the Blockbuster. She manages the store, which means she'll be there before the customers, before the staff, before the first phone call, asking if Batman Forever is finally back in stock. She sits up, feet finding the carpet. The room is still cool, holding on to the night air. In the bathroom, the light hums on. A quick shower, hair brushed back and clipped into place. Something practical, something that won't move during a long shift under fluorescent lights. The navy blue Blockbuster polo is already waiting on the chair. Khaki shorts, comfortable shoes, manager on duty. Breakfast is fast and familiar. Honey Nut Cheerios with milk, a banana sliced on top, 2 Eggo waffles pop from the toaster. Butter melts in quickly. Log cabin syrup follows. Coffee brews in the background, the drip machine clicking as the kitchen fills with the smell. The small television murmurs nearby. The morning news mentions Apollo 13 still doing strong numbers. Batman Forever remains one of the summer's biggest hits. She eats without rushing, sips her coffee from a thick ceramic mug with a faded radio station logo. By a little after 8, she's locking the front door and heading to her car. The drive is quiet. The windows are cracked open, letting warm air drift through. On the radio, TLC's Waterfalls plays between commercials for pizza specials and used car lots. Then the sign appears, bright blue, yellow trim, Blockbuster Video. She parks near the front and unlocks the door. Inside, the store is cool and dim. The lights click on in sections, revealing long aisles of blue VHS cases stretching out ahead of her. She checks the drop box first. It's heavier than usual. Returns clatter softly as she carries them behind the counter. Tapes are scanned in. A few are set aside to be rewound, the machine beginning its steady hum. The beige computer terminal powers on slowly. Paperwork from the night before is waiting. Notes mention frustrated customers. Batman Forever out again. Just before opening, something unusual happens. A single tape is returned with no label. No case, just a handwritten note tucked inside. It says, "Thank you for always being open late. This place mattered to us." No name, no explanation. She reads it once, then folds the paper carefully and places it in the drawer beneath the register. At 10 o'clock, she flips the open sign. The first customer steps inside. The day moves on. The bell above the door chimes softly. The first customer of the day steps inside. He blinks once, letting his eyes adjust to the light. Returns are placed on the counter. Cases slide forward. Receipts print slowly. Someone asks if Apollo 13 is available yet. Another asks about the net. She explains gently that it will be a few more months. Behind the counter, the phone rings. She answers it the same way every time. Blockbuster Video, this is the manager speaking. A familiar question follows. Yes, late fees still apply. By late morning, the store fills with soft movement. Footsteps on carpet, cases sliding in and out of shelves, the low hum of fluorescent lights overhead. A delivery arrives just before noon. Cardboard boxes are stacked near the counter. She opens them carefully. Inside are tapes, posters, a cardboard standee meant for the front window. Something is wrong. Too many copies of old titles. Not enough of the new releases. Inventory sheets are checked. The mistake is confirmed. She calls distribution. The phone cord stretches across the counter as the conversation repeats itself. Apologies are exchanged. A corrected shipment is promised. By the time she hangs up, the store has grown quiet again. Another manager arrives to take over. She steps outside into the heat. The sun is high now, the air presses down. Lunch is Taco Bell, just a few stores away. Inside, it's bright and cold. A crunchy taco, a bean burrito, cinnamon twists, a large Pepsi with too much ice. She sits by the window and eats slowly, watching cars pass. A poster on the wall advertises a limited time promotion for the double-decker taco. It will be gone by next month. Back at the store, the afternoon drifts by. A mother asks for something safe for her children. She recommends Babe. Teenagers linger in the horror aisle, whispering and debating. They eventually settle on something they're probably too young to rent. A tape is returned that won't play properly. A refund is issued without argument. Later, a young couple approaches the counter. They carry a folded piece of notebook paper, handwritten and neat. Together, they walk the aisles. They move slowly, thoughtfully. The stack grows, the Shawshank Redemption, Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction. When they leave, they thank her. Evening arrives without announcement. The store grows busy, then quiet, then busy again. Casper disappears from the shelf, then returns. The hold list is checked more than once. Employees rotate shifts. The hum of the lights never changes. At 10 o'clock, the doors are locked. Closing begins. The register is counted. Reports print one by one. Numbers are reviewed, signed. The deposit is prepared and placed into the safe. Before leaving, she walks the store one last time. Tapes are straightened, shelves aligned. The cardboard standee near the entrance is nudged back into place. For a moment, she stands there alone. Rows of blue cases, soft machine sounds, the quiet after a long day. Outside, the night air is warm but calmer. The drive home is slow. On the radio, Gangsta's Paradise plays softly, turned low enough to fade into the background. At home, leftovers are reheated. The television plays quietly in the other room. Tonight feels different. There's no alarm to set for early morning. Another employee is opening the store tomorrow. She checked the schedule twice to be sure. That means she can sleep in. The clock radio is left untouched. No time is programmed, no station selected. She lets that thought settle. In the kitchen, she rinses her mug and sets it in the drying rack. The sink is quiet again. Before bed, she flips through a small stack of mail, mostly advertisements, a movie rental flyer, a coupon she'll forget to use. She places it all neatly on the counter. In the living room, she lowers herself onto the couch. The television is already on, volume turned low enough to barely notice. A late-night rerun plays. She isn't really watching. She stretches her legs out, kicks off her shoes. Tomorrow morning, there's no rush. She thinks about stopping for groceries, maybe picking up more coffee filters. She considers going to the mall later, just to walk, just to look. Maybe she'll rent something for herself, something she never has time to watch. She thinks about the aisles, about how quiet the store feels before opening, about the hum of the lights. Her eyes grow heavy. She turns the television off without standing. The room settles into silence. In the bedroom, the lamp clicks off. The window is cracked open slightly. Night air moves through the room. She lies down slowly. Tomorrow will still come. The store will still open. But tonight, there's nothing left to manage. Nothing to count. Nothing to fix. Just rest. The house grows still. Breathing slows, and sleep arrives gently.